We live, baby.
Yo, welcome back.
Uh,
Free
y'all, I
agent
just want
sports
y'all to know that
ball.
Florida has Tourette's.
Mouth was kind of dry. Mouth was kind of
Man,
dry.
as you see, we all G'd up today because it's special week in
It's
the week.
homecoming week, baby.
It's homecoming week. And it's funny, I got on this Black Lives Matter shirt because we'll talk about that later.
Whew.
Who is SWAC going down this weekend? And it's like 3 homecomings this week.
Yep.
Well, I know Valley, I know
Florida.
Grayson, Jackson State. Um,
Bethune.
huh?
Bethune homecoming too.
Yeah.
5.
Did somebody say Slytherin homecoming was this
I
week?
thought it was Southern too, yeah.
I said Slytherin.
I don't even know.
I thought it was Southern too. Because they
Slytherin.
playing Lincoln.
The only reason why I know is Bethune because a lot of Bethune people have been talking about homecoming. I told them if Graham play y'all for homecoming, I'll be there.
It's a lot of people homecoming, like Tuskegee homecoming. It's a few schools in Georgia homecoming, like HBCUs and stuff. So it's just, I guess, it's Bama's homecoming. Um,
Who we got? This is the 14th, right?
yeah,
So I see Albany State, Bethune, Central, Grambling, Jackson, Johnson C. Smith, Valley, Morris Brown, Southern, Tennessee State, Texas College, Tuskegee, Virginia State. All these are homecoming.
Big shout out to Tennessee State. I didn't realize they was how many games they don't won.
They're 3-2, right?
I
But they-
mean,
but they-
we
they-
play them next week.
But they killing it in conference though.
Yeah, we in a conference. We play them next week.
Ooh. Oh, that's right. That's right. You had a new school. That's right. You had another school. So, but yeah, big ass shout out to Eddie George doing this thing. So, but yeah, we back. I don't even know what week we on.
Week 7 in college, week 6 in football. So I think we're week 8 overall.
And we got us what we call our old Wild West shootout in the SWAc.
Yes, we do.
Before we go to the West and to the SWAC, Mo, give us a memory about homecoming for you.
Ooh, homecoming.
That you can say that we live. that won't get Zoe YouTube page taken down, Monica.
Man, I wonder if it was at homecoming when I got suspended under Coach Rob Broadway, being the equipment manager. I think homecoming I was doing the balls. I was the ball boy. Pause, no homo. And you know when you are the football holder, you you got to stand in between the referees, right? Yeah. So it just
It's a lot of pause.
yeah, I got suspended for doing my job. I had to be the bigger man and go apologize. Monica, you got a ghost in your house. Somebody just walked by, a shadow just.
that was research department.
Hey, we got a fine research department. She ain't been doing her job this season. She ain't gave us with no historic fact or nothing.
She's her clinical is athletic training for Lindenwood football team. She's worked since fall camp started. She's worked over 200 hours, so plus classes. So she ain't had time for herself.
What I got to do with us? What we got to do with us? She knew Free Agent Sports Blog was coming up in August.
I don't think she picked her clinical. They picked it for her.
That's all right. It's a
Matter of
lot.
fact, she'll be at Tennessee State next week.
Don't worry. It's a lot of demerits getting just tallying up. Me, homecoming for me is always the same. Tailgate, free food. No matter where I go, I give me a plate. That's what I love about
Well, I had
getting
went to somebody tailgate one time and they had let their Neos cook, and the chicken almost gave like I was still on blood pressure meds at that time. And let's just say that they almost sent me into a stroke territory. That chicken was like they just poured the salt on there. So that was my best memory that I could give that, Zoe fish.
Man, catfish and no, excuse me, catfish nuggets
I about to
and
say,
brisket.
you got gamma hard as a hammer. I stay eating their food.
I
I don't
just
even,
know this year it's gonna be crazy at Grambling. It's some battles going on. Let's say that between one guy I work for, Chris, and Glenn Price's battle of the parties this weekend, and now they're gonna throw in tailgating. So this it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be fun to see.
So
I was about to say, I can remember having a park like this was before I got to be at Grambling, having a park by the sign, the clock once you come over the hill to try to walk down to get to like I think the step show was still in the old gym, like the men's gym at that time.
Yeah.
So we was parked like way over there, and then when we left, we went to Burger King, sat in that line for like 2.5 hours. We get to the speaker and it was like, "We out of burgers and buns."
Yeah, that's Rustin. Yeah.
okay. All right. Well,
The youth park where the library used to be.
man, look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a big SWAc weekend happened last week. A lot of things got into emotion. I think this week, I don't think there's gonna be no clarification. Maybe until I want to. Maybe I want to say 2 weeks from now. We should know more about the West. To me, I think the East is already solid.
FAMU.
It's FAMU.
Pretty much.
Unless something stupid happened where they lose to Bethune at the Florida Classic, but I'd highly doubt that.
Hey, every dog has his day.
That's right. You're right.
This
You're right.
year, any given Saturday, any given Sunday.
No, I take that back. It's any given Saturday on the West, because
We ain't gonna even talk about that Gremlin Alcorn game.
Especially when you got wrestling.
I just seen the highlights from that game.
Yeah, we ain't gonna. Yeah.
But
We'll dive into that game in a little bit.
Mo, you got the list.
Yeah, I sent it to Zoe already.
Okay. All right, Zoe, it's on you.
Dude, don't put it on me. Oh no.
Yeah, already paused.
Oh, I'm gonna get it right. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right.
So we got Howard versus Northwestern. We all took Northwestern. Shout out to Howard. Y'all did good. Y'all got a lot of production on them. Couldn't score, but y'all got yards.
I mean, they only lost by 3, so that's a great win.
That's a great game.
If you gotta go look at the highlights. Howard was moving the ball. Like they had maybe like 4 drives where it was like 10 plays. They just couldn't get the ball in the end zone.
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out to Howard. Morgan State versus St. Brook got canceled because of the unfortunate situation that happened on campus. Prayers to them.
Was it canceled or postponed?
Cancel.
I saw cancel.
Yeah, I saw cancel.
Okay, the original article that I saw from the school, it said they was postponing it. So that's why I asked.
Yeah, so I saw cancel. If anything changes, let us know.
Cancel.
Okay.
And then we had good old buddy playing Virginia Lynchburg.
Boy, if he would have lost that game,
he should have retired Saturday if he would have lost that game.
Yeah.
Thank God for the South Carolina State Bulldogs to pull it off for good old buddy. Thank you, buddy. All right, Delaware State versus Central Connecticut. I guess Zoe knew something that we didn't.
Nope.
Jackson State versus Alabama A&M. Whatever. PV versus Valley. I went with Moteen.
They usually beat Valley.
That's why
that's why
I like this could be that one for me.
This is the definition of rebuilding.
Okay. Then we had North Carolina Central versus Elon. North Carolina Central right now is I don't agree with HBCU game day as the number one HBCU school, but hey, it is what it is.
I mean, you got to put them number one because they won last year. That's all.
Yeah, I give them that. I give them that. All right, Bethune versus Alabama State. Damn.
That was two. That was a
Nobody
toss-up
had
game.
any hopes for Bama State.
Yeah, that was a toss-up game. That was a trap game.
It was like a coin flip.
Yeah.
Then we had Graham versus Alcorn. Then we'll talk about that. And then FAMU versus Southern. So 6'3", 7'2", 5'4". Zoe, scroll down to the total record. 48-16, 49-15, 40-24. And that's the HBCU game picks from last week. All right, what game y'all want to talk about?
No.
We got to address
I know. We got to do the elephant in the room.
elephant in the room. I mean, 25-24.
The Red won that game. It was
one touchdown. The guy is clearly out of bounds.
Then at the end, I don't think those officials knew what the heck they were doing. The dude called for a fair catch. They let him pick the ball up and run it at the end, put time back on the clock. Like, I didn't understand that game.
It's a lot that can be said about that game. But the touchdown you talking about, Florida, they showed in slow motion. He actually had his right foot was still in bounds.
That's the line I'm going with, Zoe, and there's nothing you can check.
Right, I'm going with Florida. He was out.
I mean, hey, NFL is incomplete.
I don't care if his pinky toe was the only thing in. He was out.
Yeah. The argument is when he gains possession. So, anyways, but I think besides that call, the referees, Hugh Jackson, you can tell when Hugh is calling plays. Going back to the guy off script on YouTube, when he was calling plays, is run left, run right, pass.
You calling plays is the equivalent of Dak Prescott going back for a pass.
And it pissed me off because it's like you see they stopping the run, they loading the box for the run, and you still run right, run left, forcing yourself into third and long. Oh, and we need to go 50% on third and long. Well, on third downs, but hell, you're not creating short third downs. You're creating long third downs by running left, running like right against a stacked interior.
I was just looking for the game footage so I could actually watch it. I only saw highlights.
It's on YouTube.
I'm about to say, when I watched it on ESPN Plus.
I seen the whole game live on YouTube. Not live, but I watched it again on YouTube, and then it's another guy I can see a link to. He did like a little 35-minute highlight of the game. But yeah, watching it live, you can tell when Hughes calling plays. Even one time at timeout, you can see Hugh adjusting, talking to the offense, and Coach Hole standing back, like just looking like pissed off, which I will be because you hired me to be the offensive coordinator. So let me do my job. Let me call. If it's not working, okay, let me make the adjustment. But by you taking over and calling plays, that causes friction in your chemistry. Exactly. Deep breath.
So now in the West.
Wild West.
You got don't pull it up. Don't have me lie on this live.
Hold on.
Don't have me lie on this live because this game we playing with Alabama A&M. It counts, right?
Yes.
Okay.
This game counts. Grambling can get back into first place with a win because Prairie View and Southern playing non-conference games.
That part I really don't care. It's just I'm more concerned of what games count because I know we play Alabama State too, or no, we don't. Alabama, no, we play Alabama State in Mobile, don't we?
Yeah, we play state one.
And then we play Bethune too as well, and that's in the G.
Yeah, we got Alabama A&M this week. Off next week. Bethune. We got Bethune the week after we come off. Then we go to Alabama State. Then it's Pine Bluff on a Thursday night, and then off the Bayou Classic.
So, but do Bethune count?
Yes, Bethune is our. What I heard is our forever team from the East we playing, so we see them every year.
Okay, because I hope to God we beat them because we like 0-3 versus them.
Yes, we are. But on the SWAC East, we got FAMU at 4-0, Jackson State 2-1, Alabama A&M 1-2, Alabama State 1-2, Bethune 0-2, Valley 0-2. This is conference record. We don't have to look at overall.
Okay.
All right.
Valley and finally dropped to
in the West. Now, this is where it's tricky. This is according to the SWAC. Fairview 3-1, Grambling 2-1, Alcorn 2-1. Excuse me. Southern 2-1, Pine Bluff 0-2, Texas 0-2. But if you look at the overall, everybody's 3-3. So Southern 2-3, Pine Bluff 1-4, Texas 1-4. The top three should be PV, Alcorn, Grambling. And I say that because PV beat Alcorn, Alcorn beat Grambling, Grambling beat PV.
I mean, I'm being honest with you. With the PV Grambling Alcorn situation,
Yeah,
it really. I'm just in the. I'm just trying to figure out. PV already played 4 SWAC teams.
yep. Texas Southern, Alcorn, Graham, and Southern.
Valley.
No, they didn't play Valley yet.
PV did play Valley.
They just
beat Valley.
Baby beat them like a runaway.
Oh, I'm thinking, who did? Yeah, so
You're right. Southern, they played Texas Southern.
Graham,
played them
Valley,
Alcorn.
Okay.
So my whole thing is like, we can eliminate Pine Bluff and Texas Southern.
Oh yeah, Texas Southern you can eliminate because Andrew Byer's not playing.
For Texas Southern at the beginning.
I didn't. Last year was a fluke.
Well, Andrew Byer not playing, so we can count them out right now.
Last year was a fluke. You beat Southern, you beat Graham. Yeah, it was a fluke to me. It was a fluke. I didn't see nothing. Remember, we did the recruitment things. Like, who did they bring in? Yeah. So
they brought in Jesus and the 11.
Mo, you know that special letters I told you to bring on the show? Go ahead and start. Go ahead and start twisting up things for me real quick. You're delusional. You delusional right now. Go ahead and do that for me, please. To represent Valley. To represent Mississippi Valley. No, that don't count. That don't count. Just take Mo. I know it's in a plastic bag somewhere.
Wait, but no, you think about what you told Zoe to do. He had the kids.
It's Graham homecoming. What you mean?
And what were you doing today?
I got my cigar. Don't worry. But anyway,
so how come he get to have a cigar, but we got to have all the illegals?
It's Graham homecoming. Y'all do it anyways. I'm just happy y'all speed this thing up. Let's go. So, but so we can Pine Bluff, Texas, we can eliminate. Southern has lost the FAMU. That I think that's SWAC game count for them. And then they who they beat? They beat Jackson State. No, Jackson State didn't count for them, did it?
No, not in conference. No.
Okay, so
they beat Alabama State, but they didn't count. They didn't count towards conference either.
Wow.
They beat Alabama A&M though.
They got lucky.
Yeah.
So they beat A&M, and who else did they beat?
Was it Prairie? Nope. Don't make me lie. Hold on.
Who we looking for?
Southern.
Southern.
They got two. They got two in-conference wins.
They beat Alabama A&M Pine Bluff.
Okay, so they schedule. They still got to play Texas Southern, Alcorn, and PV, and us.
Yep.
It's no way they're gonna win out.
And Bethune.
And that I ain't worried about that.
I'm sorry, I'm on Gremlin schedule. Everything from this point forward is conference.
So
Yeah.
Southern is no way they got a chance to win because they're not going to win out. I just don't see it. I think they slip up with either Alcorn or PV. I already got Gremlin beating them, so whatever. So in my head, I already got Southern eliminated. I believe that PV gonna slip up. So now it's all up to Alcorn. So that's the only one I'm really worried about.
PV after this week, after they got to open like us, and then they have FAMU. So I think that's going to be a loss. FAMU.
Does that
That's
count?
a conference game.
That counts.
Yes.
So
Then they
okay.
got Pine Bluff, Southern, and then Alabama
Who's
State.
number one in the West right now?
PV.
So if you say PV got
FAMU, Pine Bluff, at FAMU, Pine Bluff, at Southern versus Alabama State.
Okay, so
and all those are conference games that count.
Uh-huh.
So they gonna slip up.
I think Prairie View beat Southern.
Right now, I need Southern to beat Prairie View.
But the thing is, isn't Gremlin and Southern tied?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
It's Gremlin and Alcorn from what Zoe put up is tied.
And Southern.
Wow, shit.
Yeah. We just know we don't need no more losses in conference.
Right. We can't take another L. And I mean technically,
but I see Alcorn taking at least two more. They have at Pine Bluff next week. Then they got Valley at home. Southern could be a loss. And that's at home versus Southern. Then they go to Texas Southern, and then they finish with Jackson State. I see that. I think that Jackson State game is going to be a loss. So really, no more than two losses. One loss should get you in the SWAC championship.
I'm looking at this. So Prairie already beat Alcorn. I see them losing to FAMU, so that drops them down to everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Where Florida go?
I don't know.
Okay, so I'm looking at it right.
He got a call.
Yeah. So sorry, you know I am on I'm looking at my iPad. That's why I'm still looking down.
Mm-hmm.
So Prairie View is 3-1 in conference.
Yeah.
Grambling is
2-1.
2-1.
Mm-hmm.
So that means that Prairie View has played more conference games than us at this point. That's why I see them being ahead of us. So going back to that, let me go back to Southern schedule. As long as we win out, we got a clear path to the number one position in the West because we got the head. If we end up with the same record as Prairie View, we got the head-to-head over there.
Right.
As long as it don't come down between us and Alcorn because of that janky game last week, they got the head-to-head.
But I see Jackson and Alcorn and Alcorn and PV both have to play Jackson.
But does it count as a conference game for them for Jackson State?
That's a conference game.
Oh, that's gonna be hilarious.
Well, let me take that back. PV has FAMU and not Jackson.
So my whole thing is, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't see Alcorn beating Southern.
That's going to be a scrappy game. Let's say that.
But see,
Uh,
my only question with that is they playing it on the reservation.
yeah.
But looking at their schedule,
So that's a trap
I
game,
don't see them beating Jackson State.
right?
So either way it go, as long as Grambling does what they need to do,
Uh-huh.
we should be fine. And realistically, the real heavy hitters, aside from Southern, we've already gotten past them.
Yep. But
Because what we
we
got
can't sleep
coming down the pipeline,
on Bethune.
Alabama A&M, and we can't sleep on them either.
No.
Because
They
realistically,
we,
they play us harder since they done won a few times. So
and we're 1-2 as far as scoring in the conference right now.
right, and oh, that's a blackout for homecoming.
Yeah.
Bethune Cookman, we can't really sleep on them, but that's in the hole. So
Yeah, but
I'm
they've been
like,
beating us.
yeah,
They
but
don't have our
I
number.
think it's. But if you also think about it, this is the year that Gremlin is getting back on their feet because realistically, Prairie View been beating us the last few years.
Yeah.
We finally got past them, so I think we get past Bethune Cookman. I think realistically this week and Senior Day, the 28th, so the next couple of weeks for me are kind of like nerve wracking because I'm gonna be honest, you never know which Gremlin team is gonna show. And of course, Bayou Classic, it being the 50th, I think that's really important. But I'm not really, I'm confused as to how Port City Classic is in Mobile. I don't understand it. But I guess because they got the ocean there and a river. I don't know. Because when I think Port City Classic, I think Shreveport.
Yeah. But yeah. I got you. But you know it's more than one port. Everybody call themselves a port.
Yeah, I understand that. They should thought another. They should have thought of another name.
Do boats come in there?
Yeah, they actually in the Gulf,
That's why they
Mobile.
call it Port City. That's all. That's the
Um,
only reason I can see it.
Southern. Now that's gonna be the test because we can do all this work, but we're gonna have to get through that classic.
Yeah. When it comes to Bayou Class, you can throw all the records out the window.
Cause realistically, I'm like, all right, Prairie View. Florida said we need Prairie View to lose the game to Southern. Realistically, I don't want them to lose it because I need to when we come into the classic, we can beat them down, and we know going in, we got this. Like, I think that'll make a big difference with the team. When they get to classic, usually they be so beat down from the rest of the season, their morale is in the toilet, and they don't have no fire with them the last few years. So I think that coming into this game into the classic this year, if they're able to get their momentum as this next section of the schedule should give them,
Yeah.
we should be fine. But again, they gonna have to. I need Southern to drop that game to Prairie View.
Yeah. That's why I said Grambling had a favorable schedule this year
Mm-hmm.
because usually for the first 5 or 6 games we always on the road from classics and just being road dogs. It's all we always been on the road. So Jackson kind of took our schedule like we usually do it, but
I
having
think
the 2 early
Alcorn,
home games,
Alcorn gonna have to show and tell between that Southern and that Jackson State game. I just don't see it.
I don't see it either.
And I'm gonna be honest, a team that like Florida, pushed them out to the side, but they haven't played strongly like I expected them to. Especially considering the game in the very beginning when they played Prairie View. Texas Southern showed a lot of fire and they showed a lot of heart. They lost that game on some fluke dumb stuff, and I
Yeah.
was just looking at it when I was watching that game. I was like, that play gonna come back and cost them. So I think we keep saying they ain't got nothing to worry about. But I'm gonna be honest with you, Alcorn struggled, and it was a lot of penalties that went into their favor, and they still struggled to beat us. I
Yeah.
think Texas Southern has a great chance to beat them in Houston. Don't ask me why. I just feel like Texas Southern, they're a sleeper team, and they kind of sneaky. It's kind of like you go get one of them drinks, the one of the punches at homecoming, and it sneak up on you. That's
Yeah. Yeah.
Texas Southern for me. I think that they have that potential to sneak up on Alcorn and win that game in Houston. It ain't gonna do them no good as far as rankings, but for the teams that's at the top, it starts to shake things up in the West. I just really think that Texas Southern is gonna take Alcorn in Houston.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really the wild wild west. It's just
Yep, it's a
so many
shootout.
scenarios.
And the only reason Prairie View at the top is because they didn't play more conference games.
Right.
And realistically, they need to pray that they make it through. And I hate to say it like this, but they need to pray that they make it through this weekend with all of their players intact.
Right. Because
Because they're
I
playing
don't see
Houston
them being
Christian.
FAMU on the 28th. I don't see them being FAMU then.
But they got to get through. Who is this Houston Christian?
They formerly known as Houston Baptist.
I thought so. I was like, is that Houston Baptist?
Yeah.
I'm changing their name and stuff from HB. Look, HBU to HCU. What is this?
Right. Right.
Houston, I am confusion. Oh, they barely lost to Lamar. They lost 21-19 to Lamar. Nickel State beat the brakes off of them. So no, not Alcorn, but Prairie View may have a chance against them this weekend.
Yeah.
They 2-4. I mean, the only people that they done beat is Arkansas Baptist and Southeastern.
Yeah.
But I just games like this, I just pray that the players can come through without injury.
Yeah. Sorry. Man.
So who we got left?
Well, I guess we can go ahead and do these picks and let Florida add his own
All
when he
right,
get back. Can you see that?
I'm gonna zoom in.
All right.
Give me a second. Okay.
So we got Howard. Can you see it?
I don't. I see Alcorn or something.
Wait, it's still on that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Let me switch it out. Can you see it now? All right.
Yes.
So
Okay.
we got
So
Howard and Harvard.
Harvard.
Well, I got Harvard too. It's another battle of the HUs.
Hold on. So
Excuse me.
Harvard, Howard. I picked Harvard.
Yeah,
You
rocking with
picking
Harvard,
Harvard?
going with the Ivy League.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I'm sorry, I had to pull up my notes. Then you got Tennessee Tech and South Carolina State.
Okay. So I'm gonna be honest with you. If I'm not mistaken, is that who we just played this past week?
Who? It's about Tennessee Tech.
Yeah. Who did we just play Saturday? Was that Tennessee Tech? Who?
Who? Uh,
Lindenwood. Do you see their schedule? Tennessee Tech.
yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be honest with you. That team trash.com. I'm just gonna be real.
Who? Tennessee Tech.
Yeah.
Oh, glad you said. Okay,
You
so
see, we just shut them out.
yeah, okay. I didn't look at it. Thank you. Make my note.
So I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm going South Carolina State.
All right, I'll change my vote to that. And then we got Norfolk and Tennessee State.
Norfolk. Ooh, and Tennessee State.
Yep.
Whoo. I'm going Tennessee State. I really wanted to go with Norfolk, but
Uh-huh.
I'm a little I'm nervous because Tennessee State been kind of on a roll.
Yeah.
So, but Norfolk, have they lost any games?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Tennessee State. I'm not gonna second guess myself.
Yeah, I'm going to Tennessee State. They're just more consistent for me. All right. Looking at the SWAC. Got homecoming in the G.
I'm going with Grambling.
Going with Grambling.
You going with Graham, right?
Yeah. So I know they be 3 the hard way. I know Florida going with Grambling.
Hold on, let me.
This one. Who is SWAC battle?
I'm going Jackson State. Is their homecoming as well?
Yeah, I'm going with Jackson. I'm going with Jackson too. Then you got Pine Bluff and Valley.
It's probably gonna drop me further in the rankings, but I'm gonna pick Valley. Simply because it's homecoming.
And you say it's homecoming. That's was like, I
Right.
don't know.
That's the because my whole thing is I'm gonna be honest with you. This like one of them coin toss games right here. Like
Right.
Valley hasn't just been terrible. They've had sparks, but they
Yeah.
can't get it to flame. And
Yeah.
I just feel like if you can't get a blaze doing homecoming, I don't know what. Just cancel the rest of the season.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Alonzo Coleman just because he got my name.
All right, let me put Zoe down for peanut butter.
Yeah. Then we got Texas Southern and Bethune. This is another little coin flip game. It's in Daytona.
I'm going Bethune. I'm going with Bethune. Ain't it they homecoming too?
Did I say that? Yeah.
I think Florida said it was their homecoming too.
Okay. Did I choose it? Yeah, I chose Bethune.
I'm about to say, and this kind of really a coin flip because they got the exact same record.
That's 4 games at 2 o'clock. 2 of them on ESPN Plus. So I have to have 2 devices going. Okay.
Come on, Southern. Really?
Yeah. Then we got Lincoln at Southern. I'm not gonna watch this game. I'm going with Southern.
Lincoln. That's who they playing.
Yep.
The one out of California that we still don't know who that is.
Yep.
All right, I'm going with Slytherin.
Southern. Then we got PV and Houston Christian, aka Houston Baptist.
Is it sad that I really want to go with Prairie View?
Not really. I think this may be a coin flip, but I'm going with Houston.
I'm about to say I'm going with Houston, but I just feel like Prairie View may pull a trick out from up their sleeve.
Yeah,
But Houston Christian ain't really did nothing, and I was just looking at the schools that they played, and
yeah. I don't. Hey, shout out to women's soccer. They just beat South Carolina State 5-0. They on the road. That's 8 wins in a row. I'm sorry. Sorry, man. Everybody's leaving me. What's going on tonight? This is when you're out adulting. Things happen like this. So yeah, I'm going with Houston Baptist in their last pick. Shout out to Grambling soccer team. They won 8 in a row. They just beat South Carolina State 5-0.
I'm back.
I see you.
My mama called and it knocked me out the studio, and so I was like, I can't hear.
Hey, as mama, you gotta take that call.
I'm gonna call her back because I figure Florida ain't came back yet. So, so against all odds, I'm gonna go Prairie View.
I'm going with Houston Baptist. Your mama named you Houston Baptist. I'm gonna call you Houston Baptist. All right, so that's our SWAC picks. Mo, are you ready?
I'm as ready as I'm gonna be.
It's time for Mo's top five. Let me give you the
All
spotlight.
right, so
Hold on,
this
give you the
top
spotlight. There you go.
thank you. So this is a little different. Um, there was a little movement. So unfortunately, because Grambling did lose, they dropped a little bit, but not far. They're still in the lineup. So honorable mention teams, I got Southern, I got Grambling, um, fifth spot Alcorn, fourth spot Prairie View, third spot Jackson State, two spot North Carolina Central, number one spot FAMU. Honestly, I was thinking about switching Central and Jackson State, even after I had written it down. But for whatever reason, I just don't want to move Jackson State beyond the third slot. So
Central the third. Ooh.
right, because I'm like I don't want to drop Central, so Jackson State has to stay three because I can't put them above FAMU because FAMU beat them.
Well, I got Central still number one. Because just simply because
I just think that Essential and FAMU face FAMU win.
yeah, yeah. Well, until you knock off the top dogs, you know.
I mean that's true. So I guess that's kind of like the reason I got the way I am, and that I honestly feel like FAMU deserves to be here because realistically, they trailed Jackson State for a few years. Poor babies.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. And that was Mo's top five.
And if you don't agree with it, it don't matter because it's my top five.
You can make your own top five.
And if you want to talk to us and you want to tell us what your top five is, you can pop in as a guest, and I will easily concede the floor. But it's still gonna be most top five.
But that's after you like, comment, and subscribe. Then you can pop in.
I actually got somebody that he follows all things HBCU
Mm,
football, and
yeah.
he was like, I want to do y'all show one night, and I forgot to tell y'all about it, but
Okay.
he's up here. He's also the voice of Harris Stowe men and women's basketball. Um, he's a cool person. He'll do really well. He knows
Okay.
he graduated from Tennessee State and from Prairie View, so I forgot to mention it. Are we doing the NFL?
Yeah, we can go ahead. It's just us two, so
Um, let's see. Oh dear God. Okay.
all right.
Well, I don't think that he even has. Does he have a whole list?
For the games, yeah.
Okay.
All right. So Mo is first.
I'm about to say,
Me.
is this the ones that we already picked, or?
Yeah, this from last week.
All right, I'll read them since Florida is not here.
All right.
NFL picks: the team versus the Bears. We went three the hard way on the team, and the Bears broke their losing streak from October of 2022, and they beat the team. Um, Next game we have the Giants versus the 305 Duval.
Duval.
And we know that Jacksonville did come out victorious. We did go through the hard way there. Cincinnati versus Arizona. Um, Myself and Florida went with Cincinnati. Zoe went with Arizona. Cincinnati was victorious. New Orleans versus New England. As Florida would say, Mo and Zoe went with New England. Well, we actually went through the hard way on New England, but Florida said not the Saints, and New Orleans won that game.
Big
Uh,
time.
the Bills versus. Wait a minute.
Wait. Who did the Bills play? No. Hold on.
I'm confused.
Yeah, it was the Bills. Hold on.
So who did the midgets play?
hold on. Florida, Florida, Florida. Let's see. It was the Bills and the Jaguars. The Jaguars won.
Right, because that game was in London.
Right. Uh, the Giants played Miami.
Oh, so 305 would be Miami. So, okay. So
Okay. Yeah.
305. So I'm guessing we all went with Miami. Miami won that game.
Yeah.
The Bills versus Jacksonville, Florida, and I went with Jacksonville, and the Bills. Zoe went with the Bills, and Jacksonville won that game in London. KC versus Minnesota. Everybody went three the hard way on the Chiefs. He does not have any results for that game, but didn't Kansas City win that one?
Yep.
Okay, so we all were right on that one. We have Baltimore versus Pittsburgh. We all went three the hard way on the Ravens, and Pittsburgh actually won that. Black forces in full effect.
Yeah.
Green Bay, Green
Baltimore.
Bay
Ugh.
versus Las Vegas. We all went Green Bay, and the one time I don't go with Las Vegas, they win the game.
Right.
The Jets versus Denver. We all went three the hard way on the Jets, and they did win that game. Houston versus Atlanta. I was the only one that was on the island and went with Houston, and they were disappointment like they usually are, and lost that game. So congrats to Zoe and Florida on picking Atlanta. Dallas versus the 49ers. Zoe was the only one who went with the Niners, and Dak and Jerry Jones, and that, well, 49ers won that game. The Colts versus the Titans. The Colts versus the Titans. We all went with the Tits, and the Colts. Well, no, Zoe and I went with the Tits, and Florida went with the Colts. Colts won the game. Philadelphia versus the Rams. We all. Zoe and I went with Philadelphia, and Florida went with the Ram in the bush, and the Ram was slaughtered. It didn't get saved that day. So Philadelphia did win that game. For the week, we have Zoe and myself going 6-7, and Florida going 7-6. We don't have overall because it's still 1 week that has to be tabulated.
Yep.
Whew.
Woo. All right.
I don't even see why we still pick the NFL.
Right. I don't even want to look at it. All right. Going into this week, Thursday night, we got the Broncos and the Chiefs. I'm going with the Chiefs.
Man, I wouldn't pick the Broncos. Oh, I'm going with the Chiefs.
Yeah, I think that's a divorce ready to happen in Denver.
It should be if it ain't.
Yeah. And then we got the Ravens and at the Tits.
I'm going back with the Ravens.
I want to, but I chose the Tits this game.
Um, I'm going back with the Ravens.
All right. We got the team at the Falcons, Dirty Birds.
I'm going with the Falcons.
I got the Dirty Birds too. We have Seattle at Cincinnati.
So Seahawks at
Yeah,
the Bengals.
I chose Gino with Cincinnati or Seattle.
Zoe went with Gino, and Gino he trusts, and I'm gonna follow you there because the Bengals, I'm not quite sure what the heck they got going on right now.
Oh, excuse me. Whew. Then we have the Colts at the Jaguars. I'm going with Jacksonville.
I'm going with Duval.
Uh, Carolina at Miami. I'm going with
Panthers
305.
at Dolphins.
Yep.
I'm going with the Dolphins.
Minnesota
You
at
picked the Dolphins.
Chicago.
You picked the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, 305. What did I say? Vikings at the Bears. Both of them 1-4.
I'm going with the Vikings.
I don't even see my choice. I think I chose the Bears.
You think that breaking that streak helped them out some?
Yeah, I like what's the QB? What's my
Jesus.
boy? Yeah, okay. 49ers at Cleveland. I got the 49ers.
I'm going with the Niners.
Then we got the Saints at the Texans.
I'm going with the Saints.
Praise them. Got the Saints too. Patriots at Las Vegas, the Raiders.
I'm going with Vegas.
I'm going with Vegas because they're the home team.
And I know that line has to be right. Yeah, it's Patriots. It ain't like Tom Brady still there.
Right. Um, the Lions at Tampa Bay. I got the Lions in the close one.
I'm about to say I'm gonna have to go with the Lions. Still not a fan, but I will pick them.
We got Arizona at the Rams. I'm going with the Rams.
Yeah, I think it's time for me to pick my little ram in the bush.
Um, we got the Eagles at the Jets.
I'm going with the Eagles.
I got the E-Girls.
Right.
Then we got the Giants at the Bills.
The Bills.
Going with the Bills. Are you hearing the echo, or is it just me?
I don't hear one.
Okay, good. It's on my side. And then Monday Night Football, we got the Cowboys back in California at the Chargers. Mine is going with the Cowboys. I'm going with the Chargers.
The sad part is, I picked these. We live. I be
Mm-hmm.
picking them, and I be having faith, and I be having hope. But you all know what I'm saying. It was real, real bad. It was real, real bad during that last game, and I felt bad about it because I'll never advocate for a player to get hurt. But I was like, can somebody just go out there and pop Dak in his foot and fracture a toe or something?
Oh, I'm just like, shoot, you get your butt handed to you. Why not put Lance in and see what he can
That's
do?
my thing. Like, but Jerry Jones makes all of the decisions, and I have a problem with that. Be the owner and stop trying to be the owner, the GM, the head coach, the damn athletic trainer, everything. You want to do all of the jobs, and the team is not prospering. It sucks to be a fan of them. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with Dallas.
Can I keep it real with you, man? I don't see them winning the next few games.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I picked these guys, and I'm picking them against the Chargers. If that go out there and throw another three, he can throw a hit up. He can throw an interception that's dropped, a pass breakup, and I ain't picking them no more. Well, I ain't gonna say the whole season, but I won't pick them for the next couple of weeks.
Because last week you had the 49ers. This week you got the Chargers. Next week you got the Rams. The week after that you got the Eagles.
Excuse the way I'm about to say this, but California is kicking our asses.
The West Coast, yes.
And then we gotta go to the E-Girls,
Yep.
who are still undefeated.
Yep.
Like they're divisional rival for us, but realistically, and you can tell me I'm wrong, because you are a free agent.
Uh-huh.
But I blame Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys war room for the situation in Philadelphia. When I say situation, I mean them winning and winning and winning. Because you you literally traded down to your divisional rival and let them pick up one of Jalen's teammates from Bama. That had to be the dumbest decision to me in the history of the NFL draft. Now,
Yep.
I'm not saying that that's his primary target, but he had somebody that he already had chemistry with. I blame Jerry now. Now,
Right.
I ain't gonna even say the rest of them. I blame Jerry because I know he had made the ultimate decision. It's only one Monday night game.
Uh-huh.
I thought they usually do two now.
Just one.
Raggedy bastard.
Don't make me choke on this ice.
You know I be getting mad because football, that's my thing right there.
That's
And
why I
then
became a free agent. I couldn't take it. I literally could not take it. My heart could not
now,
take it.
let me go ahead and sit my iPad down since I done had to write and I'm done writing. Now, I want you to take this small section right here and just crop it out and just send it to the one that you call slow in our group message. You done talked a whole bunch of cash stuff the rest of the season. You done celebrated when other teams done beat Bama or when we struggle with the team. Excuse me, little babies. I do apologize for how I'm about to say this. But bring that ass here, boy. It's your turn this week. Y'all on the clock. Y'all got to come to T-Town. Now, I
That
want y'all little
man,
pig sushi or whatever y'all are. I want y'all to come and do that same. I want y'all to walk out of T-Town with the win.
oh, y'all got Arkansas this weekend?
Yeah. Roll Tide.
Ooh, ooh, sweet, ooh, sweet. Ah, ain't coming to Alabama.
And it's homecoming.
Oh, oh,
Do you know what we think of y'all as a team when it was announced a couple of weeks? They do things differently. Like, how HBCUs, we announce our homecoming like way in advance before
yeah.
the season even, like the schedule drop is homecoming. You know, they announced theirs during the season. Like Bama just announced their
Put it up.
homecoming maybe a couple of weeks ago.
Put it up. That's not mine. Put it up. I like these. Put it up.
But if they just announced a couple of weeks ago, that says we have watched you play.
Oh, they just changed it to okay.
No, they have to change it. They don't announce the homecoming before the season starts. They
Mm.
literally just announced maybe a couple of weeks ago. So that means we have watched you play and we was like, you know what, we're gonna go ahead and make y'all homecoming. Gremlin State University. Heed what I'm about to say. It's homecoming in the hole. Take no, we don't care who it is. If they put their grandmama out there on the field in a helmet and some pads, knock her out. Like, we ain't playing no games. We want a win. That's it.
All right, Florida gonna have to cut this off and make another section for me. Hold on. Hold on.
Well, while Zoe phone is on mute real quick, I would just like to say, Roll Tide. Um, it's homecoming at the Valley. It's homecoming at the G. Research department is not on here. It's homecoming at Jackson State. Um, Trina's at the Valley tonight. But I wanted to go to Jackson State's homecoming concert because they had Big Boogie. I don't know who else they had, but I know they had Big Boogie. But anyway,
Who's Big Boogie?
Poo Poo. Zoe said, "Who is Big Boogie?"
I just know songs.
Baby, Big Boogie, every song he sound like he clapping some cheeks. I ain't gonna even lie to you. It's always when he call himself Big Dude, Big Dude. Like, so I probably you would like his music. He cool. Like he not talking about all of that like robbing people, killing people, and all that kind of stuff. He don't do that. But his songs be kind of risque. Yeah, that's the word I use.
Is he the one that sing Lizzo?
What you said? Sing what?
The song Lizzo. She got a little bit of stomach. That's okay.
Do he sing a song called Lizzo? People said no, because that's why I asked her. Because when I say she knows Big Boogie, don't worry
Uh-huh.
about it. Poo, I need you to put a song by Big Boog in our group message for Zoe.
Yeah,
Now
yeah,
make sure you tell them that it's for Zoe, because Florida gonna be like, "What is this?" So you got to be specific that Zoe wanted to hear a song by Big Boog.
yeah. Okay, so get back to me.
Your kids don't want to let you be great. They know
Don't
you
need
can
to be
shut
great.
up.
I probably don't need to say it, but listen, this goes out to Hugh Jackson. He pissed me off a little bit. He said that Alcorn had a great homecoming experience, and he won't get that at
I
Grambling.
thought that was fake.
Who they? It was from the coaches from the SWAc interview, from what I was told while seeing.
So what I was sent was a TikTok, right? And I thought it was a voiceover because the words didn't match his lips.
Oh, okay. Let me know, because
Cause
you
somebody
know.
sent it to me and they was like, it's probably fake, but it's funny. And I was like, no, it's not. Because anybody that knows me know I don't play about Gremlin State. I don't play about Mississippi Valley. Like
No,
you
we
not
don't.
gonna you not gonna ever water down the experience that you gonna get at our homecomings.
Yeah,
Like
it's their
game
show
day at
it said that you're
boy,
not gonna get it
baby,
at Grambling.
you know if that was real for real, Hugh wouldn't even still be at the G. Real talk. Like they'd have got that man out of there on skates today. Contract be damned. He
I
would have
mean,
had to go.
now if he talking about, if it's true, and he's talking about from a stand a packed house, you got to win. Like back in the day, Grambling, win, lose, or draw, is always sold out.
But my whole thing is just looking at that side that's behind you. Homecoming, that is packed.
That's packed. The hill is packed.
The hill is packed. Now, visitor wise, we have people over there too. So, like, what?
Right. Like, but what people don't understand is teams like
I
FAMU's
cussed a
not going to
couple of
travel to
times,
the
Florida.
hole. Florida team's not going to travel to the hole. Alabama team's not going to travel to the hole. Texas Southern don't have a good following.
Valley ain't been on the schedule because Valley people would travel. Like
Valley would they have more people show up.
Jackson State people would travel.
Yeah.
After they
Hell,
started winning, because at one point they stopped coming.
if we host the SWAC championship, and somehow if it gets Jackson, it's gonna be packed out.
Baby,
People
I'm gonna
gonna
tell
be
you right
on
now,
both
if
sides, and
Lampton and Jackson State meet in the hole for
yeah,
the SWAC championship, I will
yeah,
be there.
I would be there too. I don't care what I got going on. Hey, somebody else go. I'm
Look,
going to the
Tad,
championship.
you're it. It ain't my turn. I'm going home.
Right. If it fall on the weekend and I got a cheer competition, I'm gonna be like, cheer competition, SWAC championship in the hole.
It's gonna
I'm
be
gonna go
another
to the
look.
championship.
It's gonna be another cheer competition. I think at this point, God
Yeah,
want me to go to Grambling.
yeah. I
It's
got
in the
four
name. It's
shows.
a G right there. God wants me to go to the G.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Florida. Can you
Gosh,
hear?
what I miss?
Well,
You
I
missed the
mixed
show.
up the Florida area codes for a second. We mixed the 305. I thought that was Jacksonville. Then we got down to Jacksonville. I was like, what the hell? So 305 was Miami, and then the other one was Jacksonville. But we got it straight.
We did Mo's top 5.
Mm-hmm.
We did the picks.
We did
Well,
our pick.
let me do my picks.
Hold on. So I got to get my iPad back out in my pencil, so that way I can type this stuff up for you tomorrow and send it to you.
Yep.
All right. Let me scroll back up real quick. All right, all right. Scrolling still, scrolling. I had to get back up here to the colleges. All right, Harvard and Howard.
Howard. Harvard ain't not a good football team.
They 4-0.
Give me Howard.
Okay, so the song. Wait. The text message you just got. Please do not play the song on the air. Poo poo. We was talking about Big Boogie because he did a concert. He did the homecoming concert at Jackson State tonight, and Zoe had never heard his song, so we was sending Zoe the song. Tennessee State. Well, no, Tennessee Tech and South Carolina.
South Carolina State.
Yeah.
Tech.
It's a coin flip game.
I don't want you to do that to you. Now, here's the thing: South Carolina State, they haven't been doing the best, but Tennessee Tech is trash. Lindenwood just shut them out this past Saturday.
Give me
23-0.
Tech. Buddy got his win. I'm good.
Okay, so you going with Tech?
Going with Tech.
All right. Norfolk and Tennessee State.
Tennessee State.
No, because because Norfolk this will be the game they'll show up and win. I'm gonna just say Tennessee, just to be safe. But I wouldn't be surprised if Norfolk win this game.
I mean, I really don't have to ask you this because I'm gonna be honest with you. I had already written your answer down, but I have to ask you just for the sake of saying I asked. Alabama A&M and Grambling. Exactly. I already had it written down. I just had to ask.
Look, Alabama A&M in the same book with the Saints with me.
I know, but I still had to ask. Jackson State and Alabama State.
Jackson.
Who is SWAC?
Not that dude.
Who is SWAC game?
Don't let me
You
down
picked
with that one.
Jackson, correct?
Yep. Give me TC.
All right. Peanut Butter and Valley. Both of them terrible.
And it's y'all homecoming. I take Peanut Butter. I seen them play against Alabama A&M. They really good. They just make a couple mistakes.
Texas Southern and Bethune-Cookman.
I'm gonna take Texas Southern. Bethune let me down with Alabama State.
Me and Zoe went with Bethune because they homecoming. Slytherin and Lincoln.
Southern.
Prairie View and Houston Christian, formerly known as Houston Baptist.
Prairie View.
That's who I picked. All right, now it's time to move on to the NFL.
Bring it on.
Broncos and Chiefs.
Give me the Chiefs.
Ravens at the Tits.
I'll take the Ravens. They should beat the Titans.
Seahawks at the Bengals.
And Geno, I trust.
So did we. The team at the Falcons.
Team bounce back. If not, Ron Rivera will be fired. Eric the Enemy will be the interim head coach.
Panthers at the Dolphins.
Miami. They don't stand a chance.
Colts. Do I have to ask this question? Okay.
I'll be at the game.
Vikings at the Bears.
Bears with the 2-game winning streak.
49ers at the Browns.
Niners.
You picking the Texans? Because I just ain't even feel like saying the Saints.
They let.
Patriots, Las
No,
Vegas.
I'm gonna just say this. I knew that the Texans was gonna let me down. Well, not let me down. I knew the Texans was gonna lose to Atlanta. This one, I need them to win because I don't need the Saints going in with any momentum in Thursday night game against us. So I need the Texans to win this.
Patriots at Las Vegas.
I'm going with Vegas.
Lions at Tampa Bay.
Baker Mayfield with the upset.
Arizona at the Rams.
Give me the Bush.
Eagles at Jets.
I want to say the Jets so bad, but I'm gonna pick the Eagles.
Giants at the Bills.
Bills.
Monday Night Football. Dallas at the Chargers.
Dallas. I ain't picking the Chargers.
That's it.
Which I think Eric the Enemy should probably be the head coach of the Chargers, but he'll never get it.
Just this right here. I did a couple of cuss words.
Did you get that
I
lettuce?
did apologize to the people.
The crazy thing about it, I'm on the phone, but I can see y'all that we live.
We live, baby.
You know, if that was real for real, you wouldn't even still be at the G. Real talk. Like, they'd have got that man out of there on skates today. Contract be damned. He would have had it.
Now, if he talking about if it's true.
Technology. So splendid. So splendid. Red Sport Law, man. I don't know what else to say. It's Graham Homecoming Week / Alley Homecoming Week /
Bethune.
Slash Jackson State.
/
Southern. Slash Bama. Slash everybody.
Everybody homecoming week this week. So shout out to everybody at homecomings. We do wish everybody to be safe. Travels there. Safe while you're there and safe when you leave. And fellas, remember. Huh?
No alcohol poisoning, please.
Please know, and fellas, always remember, no means no.
And don't make no homecoming cheer.
Nah, I ain't say all that.
Ain't nobody trying to be baking nobody's seeds. Like,
Hey, big head.
You tripping. You tripping, man.
Close the door.
You tripping.
and before we roll out, roll out.
Okay, he can jar in the back. Take it. Bye. Close the door.
Free Agent Sports Ball, man. Y'all have a good night.
And a great weekend.